What's going on, guys? So I want to show any of you guys that have the mega version of the Arrma Typhon, the brushed version, how to convert it to brushless. Also how to take out your main power system there. I already have this converted to brushless. So if you have the mega box stock version, you'll have the brush system in here. Basically you just unscrew that, the ESC from here, pull out your brush motor once we get this power module out. But it's pretty simple to do. Now it does come, the mega version does come with this, the 48 pitch slipper system, slipper clutch and your spur gear. Real fine gears, as you can see, they're real fine. Easy to strip, so I don't recommend using the 48 pitch for brushless, but you can if you want, but you'll probably be ended up stripping your gears a lot. So what you want to do is convert it to the 0.8 mod spur gear and slipper system that comes with the 3S brushless system, the 3S brushless version. So I already have that installed in here, and I'll show you what it looks like. You can buy the entire unit already built on eBay. I've seen them on there. That's where I got mine. It came with the spur, the whole slipper assembly already put together. So that'd be the easiest way to do it. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to remove your center drive shaft here. All that does is you pull back on that like this, and it's easy, and it pulls right out. Okay, there we go. Sometimes it gets stuck in there, you got to kind of wiggle a little bit to get it out. So you get that out of there. And then you need a 2.5 millimeter hex driver. I got mine right here to get this one screw out. So remove that one screw, flip it back over, and this little red piece right here will slide out. I usually just grab the this and down here and just pull, and it comes right out. Sometimes they'll get stuck in there, they'll get wedged in there because of the dust and everything. Yeah, sometimes they'll get jammed and wedged in there because of the dust and stuff. But yeah, that just comes right out, and that's what your screw was going into on the bottom. So unplug all your motor connectors. If you have the brush version, there'll be 2 of them. And then you pull on these little tabs right here. It says pull. And if it's your first time getting it out, it's probably going to be wedged in there. So what I do is, once I get that released, you'll feel that release up top. I usually get a screwdriver down in here and just kind of push it. See how that moved? Push it a little more on each side, and then it'll eventually pop out. And that whole system just pulls right out. Pretty cool design. But like I said, you get dirt wedged down in these grooves where it slides in and out, and it makes it difficult to get on and off. So when you take it off, clean these areas and clean these areas down in here for sure, or you're going to have issues getting it to slide in and out. So once you have that pulled out, let me put this out of the way. We're not going to need that anymore for now. This is the power module, I think they call it. Basically, it's your spur gear and your pinions in there. So you get 3 screws, 2.5 millimeters, holding that together. Get them babies off there. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And pull it open. Looks like I got a busted bearing actually. Glad I pulled that open. Yeah, my bearing blew on this one. Look at that. Huh. It was a good thing I pulled it open. This bearing inside here blew up, looks like. So I need a new one. Hopefully I'll have that size here. So once you get it open, there's your pinion gear and your spur gear, and this is the 0.8 mod module I was talking about. the 0.8 mod spur gear and slipper assembly. See how it's different compared to the 48 pitch? This looks similar, but it's not. It's a totally different unit. See how this one has the old style spring slipper. This one has a screw down in there with a spring inside this shaft here that you tighten down. Yeah, a little different. I'm missing the pin to hold that in. But yeah, as you can see how the teeth are much bigger on the 0.8 mod compared to the 48 pitch. This is the 57 tooth spur that comes stock on the 3S version. So it's a good choice. Yeah, besides that, I mean, besides having this entire module, it's the same. It slips in and out. Hey, there's a bearing. I can use that bearing, actually. I can pull the bearing off this old unit because this one here busted on me. So yeah, they're the same as far as going into your system. So if you're putting a brushless motor in, of course, you just take these two screws out, pull the brushed motor off, and put your brushless motor in, and realign everything. Once you get everything installed, see how that lines up perfect. You got a little gap in there in the teeth. Hear that little? That's what you want to hear when you wiggle that. You want to hear a little wiggle. That's a good gap for the. Let me pull this up a little closer for you. See that gap on there? Yeah, that's what you want. Like I said, it's pretty simple to do. If you buy this entire slipper assembly already put together, if not, you're gonna have to order all the parts that make up this assembly, because like I said, it's completely different from the Mega version. So yeah, so once you get that slipper assembly in, it comes ready to go. I think it even comes with, yeah, the one I got even comes with the bearings on both. There'll be a bearing on this side, the one that busted on me right here, on this side of the, and there's the one right there that slides into there. And there it is. Then once you get all that in place, pop your bearing in this side, or either pop it on there or inside there, inside the case. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this bearing off this, because I need it for here. I don't know if I have another one laying around or not. All right, guys, so here's the bearing. Like I said, my other one blew out, so that pops right in there. And then you can just put it back together. Make sure your gear mesh is good, like I showed you. And then there it is. Put your 3 screws back in. 2.5 millimeter. These tools come in handy, these little drills. Don't want to go too tight with it, or you'll strip it. Alright, there it is. Now, put her back in. Same thing as taking it out. Make sure your wires are out of the way. Make sure, like I said, all your areas are cleaned out of dirt, or you're going to have issues. And this goes right down in here. You line it up. Line up your grooves. Make sure it's flat. And then start pushing in. Sometimes you might have to spin this a little bit to get the notches lined up inside there. Looks like it's a little off. As you can see, it's not going in. All right, there we go. Here to click. Keep pushing, and if it don't go in, if you push real hard and it won't go in, like I said, you might have to spin this a little bit to get these grooves lined up with the grooves inside there, inside that shaft, and then eventually it will slide in and click. Like I said, if you have dirt and build up in these areas, it's not going to be easy. I've had to take this out several times to do some maintenance on it, and it's not easy if you get dirt in there. So I've learned to get the dirt cleaned out. Next thing you need to do is put your Well, you can go ahead and put this back on, your little piece that slides in each side. It should slide right on as long as it's all clean. See, boom, right in. Let's flip her over, put your one screw in. Pretty sweet design Arrma did on this. I mean, it's pretty simple, very simple to get your, to work on. I like it, I really like it. Then this, you put this up first on this side, spin it till it lines up, and then pull back, and boom, it snaps right on. That's it, guys. Plug your motors back in, your motor wires back in, and you're good to go. You're brushless. Like I said, you remove your ESC off of this plate. You can mount with your brushless ESC up here or down here, whatever. I did it down here. Yeah, I'm running actually this one on 4S now. I did have a 3S. I had a 3200 kV motor in here. This is a 2 to 4S ESC. I did have a 3200 kV motor, and I actually blew one of my bearings out of my motor, so I got to order a bearing for that motor. I don't know how I did that. That don't happen too often. So I had this other motor laying around, and it's a 2500 kV. So that's made for 4S. So I'm running a 4S system now. It's a little more power than the 3S, not too much more. You're compensating with less kV and more battery, so it's kind of evening out from the 3S. A little less heat with the 4S system. 3S, you're really getting a lot of heat. So yeah, that's it, guys. Plug your motor leads back in, and yeah, I think Arrma did a fantastic job on this RC. I know they use this platform for the Granite 4x4, the Big Rock, the Creighton 4S, the Outcast 4S. I think they all use this same chassis in the same kind of format. Pretty cool. I still love my center diff, buggies with a center diff, but this thing's pretty amazing. I got about close to 20 packs through it on brushless, and it's been running great, man. It's taking a beating too. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that that quick video to show you how to, well, one, to get to your power module, to get that in and out, and to convert it to brushless, and the 0.8 mod system, 0.8 mod slipper system and spur gear. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Till next time, the RC Element out.